The story begins with Siteng gracefully strolling through an alley and saving a child on her way to a desolate warehouse. Inside the warehouse, she's murdered. The coachman who brought her there, Jia-san, witnesses her murder and is coerced by the Green Cloak murderer into relocating her corpse to Dana and guarding it for generations. In 2020, Dana has become a tourist attraction, rumored to harbor alien creatures. Anman and Chifan visit, seeking Chifan's benefactor, who turns out to be linked to Siteng's past. They are unable to find Jia's family in a wooden hut, and they stay in a homestay where Anman encounters a familiar face, Ma, who reveals himself as her old friend, Zhao Jianglong. Anman's strange behavior after the encounter goes unnoticed by Qin Fang. Anman eventually drugs Qin Fang and attempts to flee after a critical situation with Zhao, which results in her stabbing him. In a frantic escape, their car crashes on a cliffside, leading to a confrontation with stalkers, threatening her life. Anman deceives them, but is forced to push Qin Fang and others off the cliff. Qin Fang survives with the help of a mysterious woman and discovers his chest wound is miraculously healed. Siteng reveals herself and makes Qin Fang her servant, introducing herself as Sato. They settle down and Siteng asks Qin Fang for hot water, pondering who brought her to Dana. Meanwhile, Yan Furyu, a descendant of Qingyun Pavilion, discovers an ancient pamphlet that mentions a vision tied to Teng's resurrection. His yard collapses, revealing a well. Qin Fang, now Siteng's servant, speculates about her origins as an involved being in the Niao ethnic group. Having been dead for years, Siteng wants to catch up with 2020's developments and asks Qin Fang for information. He suggests using the TV, but she proudly refuses. Qin Fang tries to contact Anman, but gets no answer. He also calls his friend Shan Zigang to check on her, but it ends similarly. Leaving temporarily to find Anman, Qin Fang's aging accelerates, horrifying him. He leaves the car and reverts to normal as he returns to Dana. Realizing he's tied to Siteng, he tests this limitation and finds out he can't stay away for long. Aware of his dependency, Siteng gives him the time to consider obeying her. Qin Fang ultimately resigns his fate, catering to Siteng's requests. Anman, held captive by kidnappers, pretends her phone is broken, sparking concern from Shan Zigang. A fire breaks out when Siteng's magic fails as she tries to test it. Qin Fang evacuates her, saves the green plants, and extinguishes the fire. Later, Siteng asks Qin Fang about his dreams. Clearly, he worries about Anman and yearns for a normal life. Siteng then reveals he's a half-demon, different from ordinary people after resurrection, making his dreams difficult. Meanwhile, Yan Furyu discovers vines in a well and sought help from teacher Li Zhengyuan, who sent Wang Chankun to investigate. After some exchanges, Qin Fang agrees to help Siteng understand the modern world while keeping her existence a secret. Qin Fang takes Siteng shopping to have a normal life, but faces a challenge when she refuses a rabbit velvet coat to animal concerns. He eventually settles her to a cheongsam. Meanwhile, Shan Zigang reveals that Anman's life and relationship appears fabricated, leaving Qin Fang uneasy about her sudden disappearance. Anman remains captive, and when one of her captors attempts to assault her, she raises an alarm. Meanwhile, Qin Fang takes Siteng to Kangcheng Mountain after taking her to watch a movie, where she seeks a hanging master named Qiu Shan. In another part of the story, rattans from the Xingchu Pavilion overflow the well, causing concerns among locals. Yan Furyu, influenced by the master, seek Wang Qiankung's help. They meet Qin Fang, who Siteng accompanies. Siteng showcases her powers to convince Wang and Yan. Yan Furyu cooperates, reading his master's sword about Siteng. Her reaction to Xuanxi Qiushan destroyed Siteng Yushen in 1946 shocks them. Qin Fang is puzzled by the discrepancy of Siteng's death, but it remains a mystery. She suggests investigating a nearby mine with Qiushan, where memories of her past resurface. Vines retract from the well, their source now absorbed by Siteng, restoring her powers. Siteng orders Yan Furyu and Wang Chankun to summon Swanmen members for a meeting. Wang Chankun, skeptical of Siteng's claims, undergoes medical tests to check himself. Yan Furyu, already convinced of Siteng's true identity, found Wang Chankun fainting at her touch. Yan rushes to Wang to Kanghong at Swamen Huqing Longming Mountain, alarming their president with the news of Siteng's resurrection. Meanwhile, Qin Fang rents a house for Sitang and settles with the child they brought, Hua Fang. Hungry, Qin Fang orders takeout for the child, but Sitang, uninterested in human food, receives fresh soil instead. Yan Furiyu gathers Xuamen's disciples, reaching out to comfort Wang Qiankun. When he calls Qin Fang, Wang Fang the child is still hungry, leading to Yan Furiyu to seek out Sitang. Xuamen's disciples conveyed at Cao Hong's club, a diverse group of various walks of life. Yan Furiyu, uncertain about their abilities to handle Sitang, wonders about her intentions upon her return. As they discuss how to save Wang Qiankun, Platinum's belief in the Yi family's plant evolution potential gave them hope. Sitang, idle at home, was offered assistance by Wang Fang, including teaching her to attract small fish. On a funny occasion, Sado horrified her green worms, but Qin Fang intervened. Sado ponders her path forward, realizing she needs help to find someone from her past to resurrect herself fully. Yan Furiyu finally finds a group of Xuanmen children, but he can't find a way to save Wang Qiankun for 9 days. He calls Qin Fang, who immediately urges him to return to Wang Qiankun. Yan Furiyu pretends to laugh it off, secretly plotting and deceiving Qin Fang, causing him to lower his guard. Meanwhile, Xuanmen members discussed how to handle Sitang's return. Yan Furiyu believes that Huang Yu, who once aided and attempted to strangle Sitang, might hold the key to defeating the vine. Sitang, devoid of her powers, forces Qin Fang to keep her secret by using fear. Shan Zigang investigates Zhao Zhanglong, discovering his connection to An Xiaoting, who has ties to Qin Fang's girlfriend Anman. Anman, it seems, had secrets of her own. Anman's true identity emerges, unraveling a web of deception. Sitang probes Qin Fang about Anman and hints at issues surrounding Dana. Shan Zigang revealed Anman's true identity as An Xiaoting, Zhao Zhanglong's former mistress. This revelation suggests An Xiaoting's involvement in the blackmail plot, which may have led to the unfolding tragedy. Wang Qiankun, meanwhile, underwent mysterious rituals with Xuanmen's disciples. Yan Furiyu and Mr. Bai contemplated the situation outside Wang Qiankun's room. They questioned why Sitang would restrict Wang Qiankun with her vines. When they enter, they find Xuamen's disciples in distress. Sitang then speaks through Yan Furiyu, but this indifference frustrates their group. Sitang surprisingly invites everyone to dinner, using her vines as a coercive threat. Elder Kang Hong suggests seeking answers from the elderly Huang Qiulan, who had insights into the Rattan's origins and Sitang. This marked the first time Yan Furiyu heard of Master Huang, revealing a hidden aspect of his past. Qiushan's ambitions and manipulation of Sitang led to unfortunate events, exposing the Xuanmen to turmoil. On the day of Qiushan's gifting, Sitang orchestrates a plot within the Xuanmen, rallying oppositions against Qiushan's involvement. Some members pretend to support Qiushan, but secretly aim to eliminate Sitang. Amidst the chaos, Sitang unleashes the Vine Killer, causing casualties within the Xuanmen. Tragically, Shen Kuchao died at a young age due to severe injuries. Witnessing the turmoil, Qiushan swears to destroy Sitang and later causes her transformation, a mystery he can only explain. Meanwhile, Anman and the kidnappers locate Zhao Zhanglong's private ward. Anman won their trust, manipulating Dongyi's feelings to ensure her protection. Shan Zigang meets Anman in Lixian, where Anman expresses excitement at Qin Fang's survival but senses a lack of trust in him and Shan Zigang. Anman decides to pursue her agenda, driven by a desire for revenge and the 9-eyed bead. Qin Fang, concerned for his ex-girlfriend's safety, gets taunted by Sitang, who hints at issues with Shan Zigang. Qin Fang tries to distance Shan Zigang from Anman, but Shan Zigang persists in investigating. Shen Yindeng privately approaches Yan Furiyu, inquiring about the connections between Sitang and Qin Fang, hinting at her absence from an upcoming party due to undisclosed plans. The following day, everyone from Xuanmen gather at a hotel. Initially reluctant to dress up, Sitang joins Qin Fang and arrives at the hotel. Her presence shocks everyone, as the Xuanmen teachers are unable to confront her for the death attributed to her. Sitang proposes not to fight with them and asks if anyone has encountered or captured other Yao people. She leaves with Qin Fang to another room, where they observe the elders' reactions through a miniature camera. The elders appeared unfamiliar with her tribe. Siteng, noticing through the camera, and Qinfang, realizing the situation, chase after a woman, but she disappears mysteriously. Qinfang is briefly captivated by her purple magic pupil. Siteng later reveals that the woman is Shen Yinding, who bore a striking resemblance to a deceased friend of Qinfang. Shen Yinding returns to Xuanmen and sows discord by claiming Siteng sought revenge. She alleges that Siteng had imposed a ban on the Xuanjian cave. This causes condemnation and anger among the Xuanmen members, with Baijin remaining silent until Shen Yindeng shocks everyone by announcing her pregnancy. Yan Furyu buys supplements for Siteng and apologizes for Chushan's actions. Siteng persuades him to act as an undercover agent in Kanghong for his safety, a proposal Yan Furyu reluctantly accepts. Surprisingly caring, Siteng prepares snacks and a swing for Hua Fang, winning the child's affection. Meanwhile, Shen Yinding grew suspicious of Siteng's post-birth condition, wondering if it was due to mutation or cannibalism. She questions Platinum, who evasively suggested a similar outcome to the previous Siteng killing. As night falls, Qinfang is haunted by dreams of Chen Wan, who calls out to him in relentless slumber. The next day, Qinfang asks Siteng if she has ever loved him. Being a different species, Siteng didn't care about human lifespans. Qinfang, who was no longer entirely human, began integrating Siteng into modern society, even considering a visit to the police station. They soon get a visitor, Kang Hong, who mentions a clue about the Xuan clan to Siteng. But Siteng wants evidence and details about how Chushan had killed her in her past life. Kang Hong describes how Chushan attempted to use thunder to refine Siteng but failed. Siteng had vowed to return, which surprised Qinfang. He then learned about her child, leaving him shocked. Yan Furyu secretly listens to Kang Hong's conversation and overhears Shen Yinding's plan to bring Siteng to Yunxi's village to set a trap. Yan Furyu is unaware of the conspiracy but later learns about Shen Yinding's grudge against Siteng. She tries to photograph her orders but gets discovered and exposed by Shen Yinding. Yan Furyu explains to Siteng while Qinfang follows Shen Yinding, hoping to prevent unnecessary bloodshed. Yan Furyu tries to gently remind Siteng to not harm innocent people, which angers her. Wang Chan-kun then reveals that Siteng had killed Shen Kutiao, the master of Shen Yinding, imposing a generational curse. Siteng, initially furious, soon realizes she might have acted that way in the past. She scolds Yan Furyu and goes to find Qinfang. Meanwhile, Qinfang confronts Shen Yinding, who briefly displays a strange purple light in her eyes. Siteng arrives, scolds Shen Yinding, and dismisses her. Siteng asks Qinfang about Shen Yinding's resemblance to someone, and Qinfang realizes it was his first love. Siteng forgives him for his decision. Later, Siteng's curiosity about Qinfang's grandfather leads to a request for information. Initially eager to investigate, Qinfang hesitates under Siteng's intense gaze. That night, he had a disturbing dream, hinting at a deeper connection between Siteng and his grandfather. In the morning, he finds Siteng examining antiques and considers investigating his grandfather's past. Going forward, Shen Yinding suggests the existence of a Qi umbrella near Yunxi village, claiming to have injured it recently. The Qi umbrella's blood dripped onto the soil, which was then presented to Siteng. However, Bai Jin has doubts about this evidence. Shen Yinding abruptly runs away, causing uncertainty among the Xuanmen members. Platinum starts a live broadcast at an oxygen bar when Hua Fang unexpectedly appears and disrupts them, annoying Platinum, who mentions the Qi umbrella story to scare him off. Back at the hotel, Yan Furyu, feeling uneasy, goes for a walk while Xuanmen members practice diligently. Kang Hong notices something is wrong, discovers their injuries, likely inflicted by the Yao clan. Yan Furyu, unable to learn the details, returns to his room. To his surprise, the tiled house was missing. Shen Yinding mentions this fact, sparking concern. Yan Furyu rushes to find Siteng, accompanied by Wang Tian-kun. Yan Furyu initially questions the secrecy of Siteng's actions. Siteng wouldn't need to hide if she intended to capture the tiled house. Shen Yinding approaches Siteng with Qi Umbrella's blood and soil, but Siteng remains undecided about going to Yunxi village with them. Doubt began to creep into the Xuanmen members' minds. Shen Yinding messages Qinfang, requesting a private chat. After Siteng allows Chinfang to go, she calls Yan Furyu, who had been lurking nearby. Yan Furyu, crying, explains his concerns to Siteng. Seeing his distress, Siteng agrees to return to the hotel with him. Chinfang calls him and asks Yan Furyu to bring his wallet. Siteng, initially reluctant, eventually gives it to him. While looking through the wallet, Siteng finds a picture of Chen Wan, realizing something intriguing. As Siteng and the Xuanmen members return to the hotel, the tiled house remains missing. Siteng privately tells Chinfang about it and asks him to break the news to Yan Furyu. Heartbreakingly, Wafang is dead. Siteng and Chinfang seek revenge against Chi Umbrella and Yunxi Village, bringing a piece of Siteng's blue silk as a token. Chinfang still feels uneasy, noting that Shen Yinding's resemblance to Chen Wan is striking. Chinfang brings Siteng to the Yunxi Village, where they plan to avenge Wafang. Siteng cuts a piece of her blue silk from Chinfang to take when meeting Xin Yinding, unnerving him with the thought of Xin Yinding's resemblance to Chen Wan. Shen Yinding, tasked with dealing with Siteng, sends workers to create fake red umbrella nests. Wang Tian-kun, who oversees this operation in Yunxi Village, stumbles into a peculiar underground cave. Meanwhile, Shen Yinding, pretending to be pregnant, manipulates Yang Bo, her husband, to aid her deceitful plans. Chinfang and Siteng arrive in Yunxi Village, and Qin contacts his friend Shan Zigang. Shan is reluctant to help, but eventually decides to meet Chinfang. At a local building, they encounter Zhao Jianglong and his wife. When Anman demands the nine-eyed Z-bead, it leads to a violent confrontation, resulting in casualties. Yan Furyu, curious about the situation, discusses Shen Yinding's whereabouts with her husband. Her husband mentions the red soil incident in the Hebei Mountains, where bones vanish mysteriously. Meanwhile, sensing danger, Chinfang speculates about traps as they progress too smoothly. As Siteng investigates Xiao Yanquan's past, Chinfang arrives late at the hospital to see Anman, who shares some final words before passing away. Overwhelmed with guilt and sorrow, Chinfang cries in the rain while Siteng provides support. Siteng accompanies Chinfang to his old family home, revealing a mysterious inscription by Bai Ying. They speculate about Bai Ying's role in Siteng's life and her true purpose for returning. Chinfang helps Siteng locate Xiao Yangquan's descendants, leading them to Xiao's house. They learn about her history and past with Xiao Yanquan, including her involvement with his sister, shedding light on her motivations. Yan Furyu waits on the path for Siteng and Chinfang, sharing the information he has gathered. Siteng decides to investigate Shen Yinlang's cave, leading to a confrontation with Shen Yinding. In a daring rescue attempt, Chinfang jumps off a cliff. Shen Yinding tricks Chinfang into collaborating with her, secretly planning to use him against Siteng. However, Siteng returns safely, misunderstanding Chinfang's intentions. They later reconcile, and Siteng realizes her initial misjudgment. Siteng confronts Shen Yinding, clarifying that the red umbrella mud was her blood. Shen Yinding and Chinfang strike a deal, but Siteng secretly exposes the ruse. In a twist, Yan Furyu learns the truth about Wafang's death and struggles to accept it. After an argument with Siteng, Chinfang returns to find Siteng injured in the cave. He helps her, and their relationship deepens. Meanwhile, Wang Tian-kun contemplates challenging Siteng in a duel, conflicted about his decision. Shen Yinding, distressed over her impending confrontation with Siteng, leaves a mysterious message for her husband. Siteng is determined to succeed on their mission, but Chinfang worries about her safety. He mentions Siteng's previous misunderstanding, which catches her attention, but Siteng decides to leave behind any resentment and focus on their task. Shen Yinding and the Xuanmen group, except Platinum, set out for Hebei Mountain. Shen Yinding covertly compares her abilities to Siteng's. Siteng, unfazed, joins the group. An altercation nearly occurs during their journey, but a cave collapses, saving Siteng and Chinfang. Shen Yinding's true motive becomes evident in the cave. Siteng taunts her, leading to a showdown. Shen Yinding's anger disrupts their plans, temporarily allowing Siteng and Chinfang to escape. Yan Furyu couldn't relinquish the desire for revenge, attempting to confront Shen Yinding. However, his efforts fall short, leading to unexpected events. Siteng and Qinfang manage to deceive Shen Yinding and use a hidden mechanism to their advantage. Siteng ultimately confronts Shen Yinding, who wields a red umbrella. The confrontation turns deadly, with Siteng pretending to be poisoned. Shen Yinding falls into her trap, leading to a fierce battle, and Siteng disarms her, rendering her powerless. Shen Yinding's tragic past is then revealed. Her anger, fueled by Siteng's transformation into an all-powerful figure. Siteng doesn't spare her, but Qinfang's intervention stops her from delivering the final blow. Yan Furyu joins the scene, seeking vengeance for Hua Fang, but can't do it. The group soon discovers a strange red egg-like structure in the cave before Siteng, once again showing her power, awakens Hua Fang, leaving Yan Furyu deeply moved. Her memories of her husband marked Shen Yinding's final moments. Qinfang leaves Hua Fang in the hospital and returns to the cave, suspecting that Siteng might have left impulsively after gaining power. Meanwhile, Shen Yinding's husband, Yang Bo, receives her message and mourns her loss, while Wang Qiankun seeks Siteng's help to remove the vine curse. Siteng's questioning reveals her desire to uncover the truth about Chu Shan's actions in the past. Siteng's past with Xiao Yanquan was revealed, shedding light on her feelings and hardships. Siteng's conflicted emotions lead to a dramatic encounter with Qinfang, where her actions stir painful memories of her past, making Qinfang realize the depth of Siteng's sufferings. Despite misunderstandings and a moment of despair, Qinfang and Siteng shared a profound connection. The Xuanmen group decided to leave, but Yang Bo's strange behavior raised suspicions as Shen Yinding's absence heightened their concerns. Siteng was indirectly thanked for her actions. Moreover, Zhao Wandong and Jia Jushu, two newcomers, arrived in Yunxi village. Shan Ziyang, traumatized by an encounter with a supernatural entity, is taken hostage by Zhao Wandong and Jia Jushu. They kidnap Qinfang, who was leaving Yunxi village with Yang Bo, creating a tense situation. Qinfang is abducted by Yang Bo, with Zhao Wandong and Jia Jushu secretly trailing. Concerned for Qinfang, Siteng sets out to find him along with Yan Furyu. They discover Qinfang's bloodstains and a letter left by Shen Yinding for Yang Bo, revealing crucial instructions. Awakened by Yang Bo, Qinfang attempts to reveal Shen Yinlang's dark deeds, but Yang Bo's deep infatuation with her blinded him. Shen Yinding, misled by Qinfang's words, sent Yang Bo to learn about Siteng's resurrection. However, Yang Bo was now enlightened, leading to a transformative decision. As Siteng reaches the scene, she sends Yan Furyu and the rescued Qinfang away, deciding to confront Yang Bo alone. Meanwhile, Zhou Wangdong and Jia Jushu, hidden in the shadows, watch the unfolding drama. Inside the cave, Siteng discovered a shocking truth about the power to resurrect the Yao clan. Her investigation ends with Yang Bo and Shen Yinding's demise, revealing that Qinfang's unique blood might be the key. After this ordeal, Siteng and Qinfang leave, and Yan Furyu grows increasingly devoted to Siteng. Siteng, weak due to the recent battle, attempts to help Qinfang, who has ingested Amanita muscaria. However, the situation takes an unexpected turn, leading to a unique interaction between them. Simultaneously, Yan Furyu, digging into Qinfang's past, hears about Miss Bai Ying's connection with the Qin family, leading to seamless discoveries. Siteng's condition remained unstable, and Qinfang kept vigil outside her door. Siteng eventually calls Qinfang, revealing that she needed time to recover and suggesting he plant her in his garden. However, Zhao Wangdong and Jia Jushu arrive, leading to a confrontation. Zhao Wangdong assaults Qinfang while Siteng, encased in her vines, watches, making an unexpected decision. The next day, Shang Zigang arrives at Qinfang's house, sees Siteng, and speaks briefly with Yan Furyu. Shan Zigang harbored resentment towards Qinfang's family due to his past debts. Qinfang, taken by Zhao Wandong and Jia Jushu, finds himself entangled in their complex history with Zhao Jianglong and the nine-eyed Z beads. Siteng wakes up, and when she sees Yan Furyu, she intends to guide him to find Qinfang. While Siteng and Yan Furyu embark on a train journey, Qin Fang's fate remained uncertain. Both groups headed towards Dana with distinct motives. Jia Jushu remained silent in the car, haunted by memories of her grandfather's fear of the Vine Killer's mark when she was a child. On the other hand, Zhao Wandong grows increasingly relentless during the drive and laments the absence of a speaker from Shan Zigang's house. This mention of Shan Zigang raises suspicions, suggesting a possible connection between Jia and Qin family. Meanwhile, Siteng and Yan Furyu return to a familiar hotel. Siteng remembers when they first met Qin Fang and Yan Furyu. They tried to defend her fiery reputation to the hotel. However, Siteng's exhaustion led to her dismiss Yan Furyu's words and seek solace in her room. Siteng regrets not providing Qin Fang with a Vine Killer, believing it could have helped track his location. Simultaneously, Qin Fang is taken by Jia Jushu and Zhou Wangdong to an unknown destination. He somehow leaves a subtle signal for Siteng's rescue. Siteng and Yan Furyu's journey lead them to an old house of the Jia family, where they encounter Jia Jushu's portrait of Bai Ying. Unknown to them, Shan Zigang was lurking nearby. Arriving at their intended location, Jia Jushu realizes Siteng's body is missing. Panic set in, prompting Zhou Wangdong to lash out. Despite the situation, Qin Fang cleverly leaves a mark as a signal for Siteng. When Zhou Wangdong notices the mark, he becomes aggressive, locking Qin Fang inside the car. In a clever move, Qin Fang alters a phone number to lead Siteng to their location. Siteng, accompanied by Yan Furyu, sets out to find Qin Fang, but the road is filled with cars, and she tries to accelerate their journey up the mountain. At the destination, Jia Jushu grows nervous at the absence of Siteng's body. She knows the importance of locating Siteng's body for Bai Ying's resurrection. When a nearby tree catches her attention, something is clearly amiss. She failed to recognize that Siteng had withdrawn her Vine Killer from Dana. Siteng confronts Jia Jushu and Zhao Wandong, focusing on rescuing Qin Fang. She incapacitates Zhao Wandong, allowing Yan Furyu to tend to Qin Fang's injuries. As they awaited Jia Jushu's account, Yan Furyu sought reimbursement for their journey through collected invoices. Later that night, Siteng reveals her complex history, explaining her connection with Bai Ying. Through recent events and Jia Jushu's account, Siteng pieces together her past and Bai Ying's role in her demise. She unveils how Bai Ying's machinations have embroiled the Jia and Qin family, seeking to find a descendant named Qin. Shan Zigang, hidden in the shadows, overhears Siteng's revelations. Siteng clarifies their existence as a singular Niao ethnic group, and their unique circumstances necessitated their division. Siteng continues her account, detailing how Bai Ying was influenced by a charismatic man named Xiao Yan Quan, leading to a tragic chain of events that culminated in Siteng's death. Bai Ying then dominated her existence, perpetuating a vendetta against the Qin family. Upon learning about this intricate plot, Qin Fang wonders why a descendant of the Qin family was crucial. Siteng, however, chose not to reveal the full truth at that moment. Later, Zhan Zigang senses an opportunity, uses magic to lure Siteng out of hiding, setting the stage for their first direct confrontation. Shan Zigang's formidable abilities match Siteng's, culminating in a tense standoff. The encounter leaves Siteng injured in a wheat field. Concerned for her, Qin Fang takes a drastic step, kissing her to share his blood. Siteng briefly awakes, pushing Qin Fang away, leaving him anxiously by her side. After an agonizing wait, she gradually regains consciousness. As Siteng awoke, she then found Qin Fang by her side, holding her hand affectionately. He prepares hot water to soothe her feet, but Siteng pushes him away and witnesses her fingers blooming. The next day, Siteng asks Yan Furyu to arrange a visit to Changming's study. Later, Jia Jushu approaches Siteng, seeking to remove her Vine Killer, intending to stay with her in Dana to accompany her deceased Zhao Jianglong. Siteng agrees to her request, and Jia Jushu returns to her old house, living a simple life. In light of a new issue on their visit to Changming, Qin Fang worries about Siteng merging with Bai Ying, fearing the influence of Bai Ying's cruelty. The trip to Changming's study was arranged, where Siteng aimed to communicate with Kang Hong. In the study, Kang Hong reveals that after Bai Ying's death, her bones were meant to be burnt but had gone missing. They left only Siteng's green silk foundation, cared by the descendants of Xingyung's pavilion. Siteng releases Kang Hon's vine killer as promised and inquiries about the white flower and Qin Fang's blood without obtaining clear answers. Shan Zigang, previously disguised as an older man, entered a tomb and closed his eyes. To explore the connection between Qin Fang's blood and Siteng's revival, Wang Qiankun sought to draw Qin Fang's blood, with Yan Furiyu secretly observing. Qin Fang falls into a dream where he realizes the impossibility of humans and the Xuan clan members coexisting. Wang Qiankun, attempting to draw Qin Fang's blood, is interrupted when Qin Fang wakes up, noticing Siteng by his side. Siteng releases a school of fish into the water and expresses her envy of those who could live together like her own kind. A cold war ensued between Siteng and Qin Fang, and Yan Furiyu became their messenger. Siteng demands that Qin Fang treat her as they did before, but he struggles to do so. On their flight to Yuhang, their dispute escalates, with Siteng unwilling to discuss her investigation into Qin Fang's family history. Yan Furiyu engages in a video call with Hua Fang, catching Siteng's interest. However, as Qin Fang's name comes up, she abruptly leaves, taking Yan Furiyu's phone. Inadvertently, the phone camera reveals Siteng's sleeping form, watched by Qin Fang. During the video call, Siteng requests a pen, ink, paper, and inkstone, which Yan Furiyu prepared. Later, she wrote down 4 lines from Bai Ying's poems and mulled over their significance. Yan Furiyu later deduced the location of Bai Ying's bones, the Huafeng Pagoda on Sihao Mountain. Siteng, initially skeptical, eventually listens to his explanation. Qin Fang calls, delivering items to Siteng and hinting at their strained relationship while the mystery surrounding Bai Ying's bones deepens. Yan Furiyu is baffled by Qin Fang and Siteng's strained relationship. He informs Qin Fang that Siteng's plan to unearth Bai Ying's bones in the Huafeng Pagoda. Despite Qin Fang's reluctance and the absence of Shan Zigang, Yan Furiyu insisted on staying due to his loyalty to his master, Chu Shan. Expecting Qin Fang, Siteng gets disappointed when Yan Furiyu returns alone after going to pick the items up. Meanwhile, Qin Fang leaves his car and walks back home, confronting Siteng about her deep connection with Bai Ying. He reveals Bai Ying's intricate schemes, including her desire to resurrect herself. This revelation strains their bond more as Qin Fang sought to prevent Siteng and Bai Ying's merger. Siteng remains resolute in her intention to merge with Bai Ying, leading to a painful parting with Qin Fang. While Qin Fang delves into researching the Xian clan's bloodline, Siteng's nighttime expedition leads to exhaustion and an encounter with security. Concerned for Yan Furiyu's safety, Qin Fang rushes to save him and Siteng after receiving a call. Drunk but gleeful over Siteng's failed attempt, Qin Fang brings her home and collapses on the sofa. Despite Yan Furiyu's protestations, he stays. The next morning, Qin Fang learns from Yan Furiyu that Siteng hadn't found Bai Ying's bones on the Huafeng Pagoda. While Qin Fang ponders the pagoda's history, Siteng awakens and promptly urges him to leave. Her rejection hurts Qin Fang deeply, but he offers to provide for her. She refuses, proud and unwilling to be dependent. Disregarding Yan Furiyu's analysis, Siteng focuses on a nearby lake while Qin Fang mulls over Bai Ying's hidden bones. An abrupt withering of spring's greenery raises suspicion that Siteng aimed to absorb soil nutrients. Concerned, Yan Furiyu awaits for Qin Fang, who returns to the old house. Meanwhile, Chu Shan, now recovered, leaves for the mountains. Qin Fang revisits his grandfather's diary, contemplating a bold idea as he realizes the Huafeng Pagoda might be a fabrication. Determined to find Bai Ying, Qin Fang returns home to see the garden withering rapidly. Exhausted, Qin Fang sleeps and endures a nightmare of an endless lake. After witnessing his distress, Siteng ventures to the Shihao Lake in the early morning. As Qin Fang arrives, she has yet to act. He pleads with her to stay true to herself, confessing his love and desire for a future together. As Yan Furiyu joins them, they discover that Qin Fang has disappeared. Yan Furyu wonders about Siteng's request for water, but at the moment, Qinfang is ensnared by the vine. Siteng leaps into action, saving him. However, when Bai Ying emerges, a battle unfolds beneath the water. Qinfang couldn't swim to safety, so Siteng fought valiantly to protect him. Reaching the shore, Qinfang and Yan Furyu watch Siteng and Bai Ying's confrontation continue on the water's surface. Despite their efforts to dive below, a mysterious woman in red intervenes and nearly pushes Qinfang into the water before vanishing. Yan Furyu saves Qinfang, who struggles to accept that Siteng and Bai Ying have merged. Eventually, the real Siteng reappears. Siteng meets Chushan while pursuing Bai Ying. The confrontation gets interrupted by an out-of-control vehicle, and Siteng saves a life. Chushan observes her compassionate side, but was left with so many questions. Back at Qinfang's home, Siteng confesses to give Bai Ying half her power to facilitate Bai Ying's potential resurrection. Qinfang refrains from pressing further, focusing on helping the accident victims. Yan Furyu questions Siteng's motives but receives no answers. He is eventually sent back to the Kangcheng mountain. Bai Ying's family's car accident brings them to the hospital, causing Qinfang's worry. Odd dreams kept haunting Qinfang and Yan Furyu, with Siteng mentioning "end here" in their dreams. Qinfang rushes to Siteng's home and finds out she has left. Meanwhile, Wang Qiankun struggles to verify Siteng and Qinfang's blood. Qinfang's determination to find Siteng puzzles Yan Furyu, who suspects Qinfang's feelings. They speculate about Bai Ying's post-resurrection intentions, thinking she might possess someone, leading them to accident victims. They rush to the hospital, but one victim has been discharged mysteriously. They visit their home and met Chushan, suspecting Bai Ying's presence. In a peculiar twist, Siteng had already left and had a private conversation with Qinfang. Yan Furyu gets entangled in a heated argument with his master, Chushan. Meanwhile, Bai Ying absorbs modern knowledge and steals money. Bai Ying targets Bai Jin, who mentions something about Siteng. Siteng and Chufang later find each other and their bond deepens after a movie date, culminating in a passionate kiss. The next morning, Yan Furyu returns home, denying a rumor of him being by Bai Ying. Yan Furyu's unease leads Chufang to question his actions. Chushan's resentment and vow to eradicate the Yao ethnic group haunts him, and Qinfang continues his search for platinum, sensing Yan Furyu's lies. Chushan's tragic past and vengeful nature weighs heavily on Yan Furyu, who seeks resolution. He encounters Chushan on the street, begging him to relinquish his hatred, but Chushan resists. Siteng confronts Chushan about their past, seeking answers to her suffering, but Chushan's relentless cruelty leaves Siteng emotionally detached. Chushan gets angry, prompting a confrontation. Yan Furyu intervenes as Siteng poses a final question to Chushan about her past, and is met with silence. Chushan walks away, leaving Yan Furyu in torn, reflecting on his mentor. Qinfang invites Siteng for a walk to alleviate her tension. Simultaneously, Bai Jin enlightens Bai Ying about Siteng and Xuan Men. Bai Ying couldn't accept her new reality, oscillating between delusions. She decides to confront Siteng and Qinfang, witnessing their joy from afar. An encounter between Bai Ying and Qinfang turns for the worst. Qinfang's suspicions arise as he notices discrepancy in Siteng's behavior, leading to a startling revelation as Bai Ying teeters on the edge. As Qinfang recognizes Bai Ying's illusion, she drops him in mid-air. She urges him to wait for Siteng, promising victory. Qinfang resists Bai Ying's tricks but eventually falls from the building. Siteng shows up and is shocked to find him severely injured. Siteng stays by Qinfang's side, trying to heal him, but her power is repelled. She realizes something is wrong and accesses Qinfang's consciousness, discovering a vital revelation about their connection. Qinfang survives, thankfully, and is taken to the hospital. Siteng attempts to infuse her power into him, but faces resistance. She calls for assistance from Kang Hong and others, suspecting Qinfang's reluctance was due to Bai Ying. Kang Hong reveals Chushan's tracking method, involving a 7-star stone disc. Siteng concludes that the Huang family might possess such item. With Kang Hong's help, they plan to retrieve it. Yan Furyu later meets his master, Chu Shan, who expresses his deep-seated hatred for the Yao ethnic group and fails to clear him of the grudge. Bai Jin engages Bai Ying in a conversation about Xuan Men and Siteng, which leads to a violent confrontation. Bai Jin eventually breaks free from Bai Ying's control. Meanwhile, Qin Fang is treated at home, isolated from external influences. Siteng reveals her feelings and determination to live a normal life with him, but only after resolving their conflicts with Bai Ying and Chu Shan. Siteng leaves Qin Fang's house, utilizing rain to obscure her exit. She contemplates the need to confront Bai Ying and resolve their past sins. Chu Shang encounters a former assistant and falls ill, leading to hospitalization and making Yan Furyu ponder the consequences of his mentor's actions. Chu Shan recalls his past and the love he lost during this period. Siteng returns to Chu Fang's house to shave his beard, revealing her intentions and desires. She injects her power into him, hoping for a breakthrough. Yan Furyu rejoins the situation, and Siteng devises a plan to mislead Bai Ying by using Wang Qiankun. They aim to lure Bai Ying into exposing herself. Siteng and Yang Furyu orchestrate a makeup session for Wang Qiankun to mimic Siteng's appearance. They plan to confuse Bai Ying. Jia Lingling, a girl from a nearby Baozi shop, spots Yan Furyu's disguise appearance. But Yan Furyu chases after her to clear any misunderstandings. Yan Furyu and Wang Qiankun continue their makeup efforts. Siteng intervenes, ensuring Wang Qiankun's convincing transformation. Qin Fang receives an urgent call about Kang Hong's accident and rushes to the scene. He confronts Kang Hong's condition, raising suspicions. Yan Furyu expresses a bizarre dream again involving the 7-star stone disc. He awakens and realizes Kang Hong's location is near. At the moment, Siteng reassures Wang Qiankung's safety. Meanwhile, as Yan Furyu buys medicine, he receives a peculiar call and encounters Kang Hong. But something feels amiss. Wang Qiankun's makeup skills were put to the test. Yan Furyu's instincts raise questions about Kang Hong's behavior as he observes unusual compass movements, sparking suspicion. Yan Furyu and Wang Qiankun nervously observe the compass, and unknown to them, Bai Ying is hiding nearby. They plan to use a rattan to expose her. Bai Ying plans to use Yan Furyu and Wang Qiankun's actions to locate Siteng. She closely watches them, and Yan Furyu devises a scheme to trap her. The plan involves mimicking Bai Ying's appearance to distract her. Yan Furyu and Wang Qiankun carry out the roles, leading to a tense confrontation with Bai Ying. Bai Ying attempts to manipulate the situation, but the tables turn, and Yan Furyu's clever plan succeeds. They manage to expose Bai Ying's location, allowing Qin Fang and Siteng to intervene. As the confrontation intensifies, Bai Ying faces defeat, and the group captures her. She is forced to reveal her vulnerabilities and her long-standing feud with Siteng. Bai Ying's backstory unveils a tragic love with Xiao Yan, leading to her descent into darkness, her past actions driven by pain and betrayal. With Bai Ying now under control, Yan Furyu and Wang Qiankun work together to redirect her power towards Qin Fang. They aim to resurrect Devo, using the 7-star stone plate. Bai Ying's defeat led to her remorse for her actions, but it was too late for redemption. Bai Ying's past was marked by heartbreak and tragedy. She resorted to extreme measures to fulfill her desires, ultimately leading to her downfall. Siteng is deeply affected by Bai Ying's transformation. Recognizing the tragic path she has taken, she remained determined to resolve their conflict and save Qin Fang. In the circle of Bai Ying, a confrontation unfolds. Devo, Bai Ying, and others engage in heated dialogue. Bai Ying expresses sadness, and Devo, touched, lowers her guard. But suddenly, Bai Ying attempts to harm Devo with a needle, causing a severe injury. Meanwhile, Wang Yu-kun searches for his master, Kang Hong. A certain Chu mountain directs him to the Qin villa. Bai Ying, wielding a deadly Jiteng, threatens them all. Devo, realizing Qin's role, is torn between loyalties. Yet, Bai Ying's attempt to harm Devo fails, and Devo saves Qin's life. Siteng's life wanes, her power diminishes. She curses her fate and her inability to find kindness. Devo, for her part, is undeterred by Baying's actions. Yan Furiyu remains silent as Siteng's life slips away. Yan Furiyu meets Master Chu's Mountain, who comes into the scene. A fierce battle ensues with Chu's Mountain gaining the upper hand. However, Qinfang, of mixed heritage, intervenes. Chu Mountain then attracts deadly lightning, endangering all. Baying and Devo prevent the lightning strike, but their strength weakens. They discover the lightning's true target, Qinfang and Yan Furiyu. A protective barrier hinders them, and the thunder strikes them through Chu Mountain's body. As their powers collide, memories resurface. Emotions run high as Baying and Chu Mountain meet their fates. Siteng is the last to depart, while Qinfang grieves. In a dream, Siteng urges Qin to live as himself. Qin vows to find her one day, even if it took generations. Years later, Platinum tells children of a story of Qinfang and Siteng. Yan Furiyu works in a kindergarten, and fate brings him closer to Jia Lingling. Qin, profoundly affected, returns to a quiet life. He revisits where he meets Siteng, leaving behind a mysterious vine. A new chapter begins as Baijin brings a young Sto to life. Sizu, now part of Qin's world, retains Sto's qualities. Together, they unravel the mystery of Shiju's origins. Sizu reveals she is an alien, but her past remains shrouded. Qinfang recognizes her as Siteng and assists her. They discover Sizu's adoptive mother, Kong Jinghua, harbors secrets about the Xuan tribe. Kong's troubled past is intertwined with Siteng's. Qinfang convinces Kong to mend her relationship with Yiru, who suffered greatly under her care. Qinfang and Sizu share a meal and find solace in each other's presence. However, Qin experiences a momentary vision of Siteng, leaving him in awe. This vision shakes Qinfang's core, reigniting his desire to reunite with the real Siteng. He's caught between reality and a surreal encounter with a woman he longed for. In the evening, Wang Tiankun secretly visited the hospital to find Yan Furiyu. He learns from Bai Jin that Siteng is there, and her situation was very critical. She morphed into a larger form, risking her life. Qinfang learns about it and considers a drastic solution, letting Siteng absorb the power of her kind. But it's a one-person survival scenario unless they find another Xuan clan member. Qinfang and Siteng enter Siteng's dreamlike space, but exhaustion forces her to return to her childlike form. She returns to their hotel room, and Qin comforts her. She hypnotizes him to find Kong Jinghua, seeking revenge against Siteng. Unexpectedly, Yiru arrives at Kong's house, and Qinfang discovers Siteng's absence. Kong Jinghua's age is rapidly regressing due to Siteng's actions, leading to Qinfang and Yiru, now aged because Siteng had healed Yiru's leg before leaving. Qinfang leaves Kong's house disheartened, realizing that Siteng temporarily healed Yiru. He reflects on the impending consequences. On his way out, he encounters Siteng, and they share a heartfelt moment. They try to enjoy life together, but Siteng reveals she didn't take Kong's powers. She just yearns for a normal life. Qinfang decides to transfer Baying's power for himself to grant her this experience. Qinfang embraces Siteng, and they spend their final moments together, knowing that Qinfang's time is limited. He believes Siteng can find him again in the future. Siteng survives, growing up as Nishitake, leading an ordinary life, but memories of her past remains in a dream. Sizu and her friends encounter an accident tree, and Sizu faints. Yan Furiyu takes her to a villa to seek answers. Sizu visits a comatose Qinfang and triggers her memories of being with Siteng. Gratefully for Yan Furiyu's companionship, she encourages him to find love and leaves with Qinfang to live in the forest as the sky tree and vine, bound together. Yan Furiyu departs with Wafang's son, sharing the Xia family story, Tears Hidden. In another twist of an end, in the evening, Siteng reveals she hasn't taken Kong's powers, desiring a simple life. She understands Qinfang's love, but refuses to take his power, accepting the consequences. She asks him to sleep beside her, planning to leave quietly. Yan Furiyu brings Sisi to Qinfang, who takes her to a new home. Cici initially resists leaving him, but gradually adjusts to her new life. Qinfang and Yang Furyu say goodbye as they continue the search for Siteng. On Cici's 20th birthday, her adoptive parents gave her an old Qinfang note. She decides to find him and uncovers her past. Following her note, Cici reaches the Kangcheng mountain. Inside a house, she transforms into her childhood self. Qinfang arrives, pretending not to recognize her, and explains his past to her. Cici questions her existence and Qinfang's immortality. Cici's adoptive parents come to pick her up, and she leaves Kangcheng mountain. Qinfang believes Siteng and Cici are distinct individuals with different experiences, respecting Cici's decision to not delve into her past. Years later, Yan Furyu's hot pot chain thrives, and Wang Tiankun returns from abroad. Qinfang reunites with Siteng. They cherish their time together and the company of old friends as they gracefully embrace life. In the end, Qinfang and Siteng share a beautiful life, content in each other's presence.